Hi everyone, and welcome back to Total Coins. So in this video we're going to be carrying on with our Coin Collecting 101 series. So in this series I'm going to be going through and giving you tips and tricks to build your dream collection. And today's video we're going to be looking at how do you find coins for your collection. So when you first start out you might be wondering sort of where does everyone find these rare coins to add to their collection, and what are the different ways that I can actually source the coins? Well, the first answer is quite easy. You just check your change. So when I first started out, before I started making videos and everything like that, I would find the coins that I would collect basically would come from change that I was getting when I was buying things. I got some really interesting coins. Unfortunately, before I started really collecting seriously, I ended up having to spend the coins that I'd put to the side. Now I literally just had these coins sitting in a tub in the side of a room. I wasn't really doing anything with them, wasn't in albums or anything like that. They were literally just sitting there, and as sometimes happen, you get a bit hard up, and I ended up spending them, and I know that I spent some absolute crackers, and I am not going to go into them on this video because it is too embarrassing. But yeah, that is the best way to start collecting. Look for coins in your change. Pay for things with cash. So instead of getting that coffee and putting it on your card, get it with some cash. Get £5, £10, whatever you want, and pay for that coffee in cash. And when you're getting your change as well, ask for a particular change. So, oh, can I have my change in 50p's, for example? All they can do is say no. But a lot of shops will tend to if they can, they will give you the change. So yeah, that's the first place to start. Obviously, the second best place to get coins is by coin hunting. So you'll see on my channel, I do a lot of coin hunts. Whether it's the circulating British coins, world coins, the pre-decimal coins, the big place that I get all of my coins from is coin hunting. So for this part of the video, I am just going to focus on current circulating coins. So when you do coin hunts, you can withdraw the coins from your bank. So I literally go into my bank every week and say, what I do with my bank is, obviously my coins are pre-ordered because of the amount that I order, but you can just walk into your bank and say, oh, can I have £10 in 50p's, for example, or £1 in pennies, and they will normally give them to you. When you get your coins from the bank, you can normally get them in bags like this. So this bag is £1 of 1p's. Not quite, it's a bit short on the pound, that's why I've still got it. But the way that the bags are split up is for 1 and 2p's, a bag will contain £1. 5 and 10p's, they will contain £5. 20 and 50p's will contain £10, and £1 and £2 bags will contain £20. Now, most banks will allow you to withdraw change, but obviously they'll only allow you to withdraw change in bags. For example, if you went into your bank and asked for £5 in 50p's, most would probably say no to you. But just remember that not all banks and branches are the same. Some will do some will, some won't. So always speak to your bank about what you can and what you can't do with regards to getting change out. But obviously, over and above the the individual bags, you've then also got the big bags. So obviously this is what I use for my coin hunts. The big bags will contain the following amounts. So the 1 and 2p bags will contain £20, so it will essentially have 20 individual bags in it. The 5 and 10p's will contain £100. The 20 and 50p's will contain 250, and the £1 and £2 bags will contain £5 per bag. but you don't have to get your bags. Sort of, you don't have to go in. You can't. You're not limited on what you can get, if you know what I mean. So just because you haven't got £250 to do a coin hunt, you can go into your bank and ask for £100 in 50s. Majority of the time they will say yes, but there are some banks out there that will only give change to people that have got business accounts, for example, because obviously the banks get charged to sort of order the money in, so they need to recoup that those charges somehow. And the way that they can do it is with business accounts. A lot of banks, they'll give you an introductory period where there'll be no fees, but after that period you'll then be charged a fee. I'll be honest, I don't know them off the top of my head. I'm quite fortunate, I'm still in my introductory period for my business account. But have a chat with your bank. They'll be able to advise you better than what I can. And as I say, sort of each bank and each branch do things very differently. With regards to sort of coin hunts and sort of getting your coins and everything like that, I'm going to be covering that in a separate video in this series. So keep your eye out. I know it's been a bit of a gap between these, but keep your eye out. We will be doing a video specifically on coin hunting, where I go into a bit more detail in sort of getting the coins, what I do with the coins after I've hunted them, and everything like that. So the last way, the last good way to sort of build a collection is to essentially just buy the coins. Sort of, you've got various different places where you can go. You can trade coins. A lot of the YouTubers, the other coin tubers, sorry, they have sort of Discord sites, and after you've been a member of the Discord for a certain amount of time, you can then trade with other members on the Discord. Places like Numista, you can put your coins up for trade. Coin Checker have sort of trading systems as well. Obviously, if you're looking to buy the coins, the one that you can also, you can go to the mints. You can, if I'm buying stuff that's not in circulation anymore, I tend to sort of go through eBay. But obviously with eBay, you've got to be very careful. So when you're looking at sort of eBay listings, you need to be paying attention to sort of how the listing's constructed, what the words that they're using. Pay attention to the photos. So what I'll do is I'll put an example up on screen now of a listing that I found on eBay just before I started recording the video. Now, in my eyes, this is not a good listing. Because if you actually look, so I'm just pulling the picture up so I've got it next to me. So the first alarm bell that there is for me with this listing is the title. Sort of first words in the title, very rare. So I'm like, okay, we need to be paying attention to this listing, because if they're highlighting, so the coin that I've used for this is obviously the Battle of Britain. And the reason I've picked the Battle of Britain is because there is two different variations of this coin. So this is one of the coins that's very, very common with regards to people trying to scam buyers. So obviously, as I say, the title is highlighted sort of very rare. And once you actually look at the listing, sort of, you'll see they've only put one image of the coin. They haven't included an image of the obverse, which to me is an immediate sort of stop, do not go any further. Obviously this is an auction. I got the auction started at £1. So if you look at the two different coins, so you've got basically the one coin using the 4th portrait of the Queen, one using the 5th portrait of the Queen. The 5th portrait of the Queen is the one that was put into circulation. The 4th portrait was the one that was brought out specifically for the packs. So the one that went into circulation has a resale value of face value. It's not worth any more than 50p. Obviously the one that was in the packs is worth significantly more. So with this one, I would be looking at this, and I would immediately say that if you were to turn that coin over, it would have the 5th portrait of the Queen on it, And the way that you tell is just under the Queen's neck, you'll see the mint mark. The 5th portrait was done by Jodie Clark, so it has the initials JC just under the Queen's neck. The one that was not intended for circulation was by Ian Rank Broadley, so you have IRB below the Queen's neck. And I would probably bet my whole collection on that if you turned this coin over, it would say JC. Because a lot of people think that they can put these up. Sort of new collectors won't necessarily know what they're looking for and will think, brilliant, I've got a rare Battle of Britain. When you actually come to have someone sort of either value your collection or you try and sell your collection, you're then told, no, this is the circulating coin, it's not worth any more than face value. So always be aware of sort of like the key factors of sort of like how they word their titles, their descriptions, and more so the photos. So that's that one. What we're going to do now is look at the next photo, and this to me is of a very good listing. So you'll see that the title is literally just straight up a descriptive title. It's telling you that this is a 50p Battle of Britain, 2015, and it was celebrating 75 years of World War II. It's got multiple photos. It's showing you both the reverse, the obverse. Everything is completely up front, and you can see it. You see exactly what you're buying. Because with the first one, you had literally just the picture of the reverse. There was no information there to tell you that this is a rare coin or this is a circulating coin. Obviously, don't really agree with the price on this one. I think £2 for this coin is grossly overpriced, but it is a buy it now. And what you will find on eBay is the buy it now prices will always be greatly inflated. Best thing is to look at the auctions, and you will normally find someone's listed it for a starting price of 50p, and majority of the time you will be able to get it for that price. But yeah, the way that this listing is set out, to me, is exactly as it should be. It's descriptive. It's not trying to hide anything. And yeah, if I was looking to buy, I would probably have a look at this listing. So the next one we've got here. So this is an IRB listing. So you'll see there that the title basically specifies that it's 2015 Battle of Britain, brilliantly uncirculated, 5th portrait, and it's completely descriptive. You've got multiple photos there. You've actually got a photo of the reverse and the obverse. Obviously this one's been busted out of a pack, but the seller is saying that it's brilliantly uncirculated. So this isn't one that's been found in someone's coin hunt. This is one that someone has actually taken out of a pack and sold on. You'll also see there as well, obviously, the Battle of Britain's another good example of this, because obviously the Battle of Britain has now been reissued. So there are now different versions of the brilliantly uncirculated. But the seller here, he's stated that it is the 2015 Battle of Britain and not the 2019. So this listing to me is perfect. I would be more than happy to sort of submit a bid on this listing, and potentially go to win it. So it's all little things that you've got to pay attention to. And then the last one that we've got here, so is the actual bunk pack that's come from the raw mint. So with these, you've got to be careful. The listing, these ones are a bit difficult because there are, and I will state that this is very, very few and far between. I have never had it in all the time that I've been collecting and all the time that I've been buying off eBay, but you will sometimes get people that will create fake packs. I've heard of it. I've never seen it sort of happen myself, but it is something you've got to be aware of, and this is why you need to sort of, when you do receive items, you need to be inspecting them to make sure that they match what you're buying. But with this one, looking at it for what it is, Royal Mint 2015 BU 50p 75th anniversary of the Battle of Britain in sealed packs. It's got multiple photos. It could have a few more photos, but obviously to get any more photos they would then have to open the pack. And a lot of collectors, including myself, don't like the open packs. We like our coin packs to stay sealed. But this one, all the information that's there, I think is completely genuine. It's got a good description on it, and yeah, it's definitely a coin that's sort of, if you're interested in it, it's worth buying. But the big thing is when you're buying coins on places like eBay, just make sure that you're paying attention to what the coin should be selling for. As I said sort of early on, sort of the buy it now listings will always carry an inflated price. So the best thing to do is when you go on eBay, if you're looking for a particular coin, do a search for the coin. You'll obviously then get all the live listings, and then on the left hand side you will then see there's an option there to sort of show just the sold listings. And what you can do is you can then go through and see what other people have been sort of selling the coins for, what other people have been buying the coins for. So you know that if the average price that it's selling for is around £15 and you've got someone listing it for 30, they've massively overinflated the price, and you should steer clear of that. So when buying the coins, the biggest tip that I can give you is always do your research. Sort of pay attention to what is being shown in the listing. Pay attention to what other people are buying the coin for. That way you're not going to get stung. You're not going to be sitting there with a coin that you've paid potentially £30 for. You think, brilliant, I've got a coin that's worth £30. But then if you come to sell your collection sort of 6 months, 12 months later, and you're told, no, actually that coin's only worth £15, then you're not getting stung. So as I say, I'll keep saying when sourcing your coins, always do your research. The only time that you really don't really get a chance to do research, and you don't really need to do research, is obviously if you're searching your change and you're doing coin hunts. Because with coin hunts, any of the coins that you find, you're essentially getting them at face value. So they're not going to be worth any less than what you've paid for them, even if you come and sell your collection the next day or 50 years down the line. It will make no difference. The only way they can go from there is up. So that's going to be it for this video with regards to sort of sourcing coins. Obviously, if you have any questions about the sort of the things that I've covered in this video, just post a comment down below. I'm always paying attention to the comments, so I will come back to you as quickly as I can. I'm not massively quick on coming back with comments, but I do get to them as quickly as I can. If you like the video, please hit the like button. It really helps me sort of build the channel. You can subscribe to the channel, ring the bell icon to be kept up to date when I upload new videos, especially when I upload new videos in this series. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Links will be in the description below. And yeah, with that said, sort of that's going to be the end of this video. Obviously I really hope you sort of got some benefit out of it, and really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you're thinking of the series sort of overall. I know we're only sort of 3 videos in, but let me know. And if it's something you're enjoying, I'll try and get them sort of being a bit more frequent. But with that said, sort of thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Alright, bye.